Hey everyone, welcome back. March 16th. Let's talk about March 16th and what we're doing today. March 16th is another no spend day for us. Let's recap on what we talk about when it comes to no spends because everybody has their rules. My rule is if I spend on that day, then it is a spend day. If I do not spend on that day, it's a no spend day. No spend days mean I grab my annual year-long no spend binder and I put money into it, which currently right now is going towards debt. At the end of each month, I will pull out all the money in my no spend envelope for that month and it will be transferred to an extra debt payment. Now, when I say if I spend money out, what I'm talking about, I don't care if I'm paying on a bill. I don't care if I am paying on groceries. It has got to be a spend day. The only exception I am making right now currently, and maybe I should have said this before, is if I am making a debt payment. I'm not going to consider that a spend day because that debt payment is actually going to my debt. Whereas even if I'm making a light bill payment, that's coming out of my spend day. So the only thing I'm considering a no spend day if I spend money is for my debt. So glad I got to get that cleared up real quick because I did have some questions about that. The 16th is a no spend day for us. I will tell you I currently have an overage of $6 in my no spend binder for the month of March. So on the 16th, instead of putting $16 in, I am actually only going to be putting $10 in. So that will shore it up and make sure that it is accurate with what is showing here. Now, as I said before, there's two ways to do this. You can put $16 in if you don't spend on 16, or you can do the low income version or the low savings challenge version and put a 1 plus a 6 equals 7. And instead of putting $16 in, you can just put $7 in. Either way, you're still saving. So there we go. That shores us up for March 16th. Let's go ahead and deal with sinking funds. We are still currently working on our Save by Color. I'm going to show you a little something about that today. Hopefully we can get that up today. We were supposed to get it up a little over a week ago, but my grandbabies came up out of nowhere from Arkansas, surprised us, and I decided that I was going to go ahead and hold off on the project while I was with my grandkids, and then I had a couple extra things I needed to do. So we're going to go into sinking funds for week 3 for March. We are working very, very far in advance on our weeks, but y'all, I got to make sure the money's going where the money needs to go. Because if it's just floating around, then I think I have extra money that I do not have, and I'm keeping everything very, very tight. As I said, we're going to be working on one sinking fund and one annual fund until it is completely full, and then I'm going to move on to the next. I think that'll just help us out a little bit more. I do need to pull the money still out of here because Uber is already fully funded for right now. I am fully funded as it stands right now. Pets are fully funded at over 300. I need to pull that. Back to Bank has over 700 in there, and it only needed to have 400, so I need to make sure that is shored up. 500, we're going to wait on summer groceries. We are going to be working on Etsy today. So for weeks 3 for March, we do have 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, and 130. That's what we have to work with today. What I am going to do is I'm pulling $40 out of here for my annual sinking fund that I need to do. And we are putting 50, 70, 80, and 90. 90 into Etsy. The reason for this is Etsy is not for me to shop on for my personal use. Etsy is for me to shop on either for a business transaction that I need to do because I do work with some other Etsy shops on here that I use for my own personal use when it comes to Etsy, buying certain patterns or certain things on there, and then I use those to create other things for Etsy. The other thing is for Etsy is to restock my shop. So if I'm restocking my shop, that's the biggest one there, is to restock my shop. So I am on a no spend, no buy for Etsy for myself, and that's just the way it is. It's very, very hard not to want to buy for myself on Etsy because I love a lot of things on Etsy and I'm very obsessed with Etsy. So I've made a mission this year not to buy for myself. That is why I put in so many orders at the end of last year so I could get everything I needed and or wanted at that time. So now we're talking about our annual sinking funds. Walmart is already done, and this summer I will be paying my annual subscription to Walmart. This is my annual subscription that is to Instacart, and currently right now in Instacart we have $60, so we needed an extra $40, and that right there tells me that Instacart is paid for in full for the summer as well. Now, I do want to let you guys be updated. My daughter went ahead and purchased a Sam's Club membership. She got the top tier, but there was some kind of a discount she got, and she only paid $80. She just paid it, I think it was about a week ago. I told her I would pay for half of it. She did give me the Sam's Club membership number so I could put it into my Instacart app, which I did. And now I will be paying her $40, so I don't have to have a whole year's worth of money for the annual subscription. I just need to give her the $40. So make sure that when you're doing these subscriptions, you look and see if there's any kind of discounts. For example, last year, Uber and then Walmart and Instacart were running huge discounted memberships. I got Walmart, which is regularly $99 for a year. I got it for $49. Same thing with Uber. It was regularly and is regularly $99 a year. I got it for $49 a year. Instacart was insane. Instacart, I got it for $19 a year instead of $99 for the year. So I had a lot of discounts. Be looking for those to come around June and July to see if you can get yours deeply discounted. I might let my subscriptions go just a little bit past the time that they're actually due to see if I can level up and get subscription discounts again and see if they'll actually give me the offers to do that, because I would love to pay a lot less than what I'm gonna have to pay this year if and when it's possible. But do know that the Sam's Club membership, I only have to pay $40. I told my daughter any cash that she gets off of those payments that I make for anything I purchase on Sam's Club, that she can have the excess money for it. All right, y'all, let's talk about our newest latest launch getting ready to go out. Hopefully in the next couple of days, you'll be seeing this on our Etsy shop, Challenge Your Wallet. This is our Save by Color card scratch kit. Now, I'm only showing you this. I'm not going to show you all the other items that come with it, but we'll talk about some of the items. It is a mystery box. It is a magnetic closure gift box. It's beautiful, and I'm going to have it in all different colors. You're not going to know the color you get because it's a mystery box. So the color you choose is a mystery, but it will include 12 scratch cards. Each scratch card has 15 spots, making it a total of 180 scratch spots. Underneath these scratch card sets here, each spot contains a color. You're also going to get 6 trackers with 6 different colors. If you guys know anything about my mini cash rainbow set with the little rainbow die, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But this time, you're not going to get a rainbow die, y'all. You're going to get 12 scratch cards, and you're going to get those trackers. And those trackers come in 6 different colors: red, orange, yellow, blue, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. So with that, you'll be able to write your sinking fund or what you are savings for in the bottom lower left-hand corner of each one of those trackers. And as you scratch these off, you can do it 2 different ways. You can either scratch a spot and then roll your die and save in that category for that color. You'll pull that tracker color, and then you'll write down what your die says, and then you'll add it to your amount in your envelope. Or you can go ahead and roll the die first and then scratch the color. And you don't know what color you're going to get until you scratch the spots. They're randomly sorted. When you are done with all 12 cards, that is 180 scratch spots. All 6 of your trackers will be filled. And then you will be saving for those 6 different amounts. Now, I do offer this in a non-laminated version, which is what this one is, but I also offer them in a laminated version. That way you can go back and purchase scratch off stickers, which will be available in my shop as a refill pack of 180, or you can also go ahead and take like a little marker and mark X's on them again when you're done doing it a second time. So you can look at the color and just mark an X, that kind of situation. Or you could pick a color once you've already scratched all these off, and then just roll the dice and pick that color. And again, you'll have to exit off so that you know that you've already used that color on the scratch cards. I would suggest highly recommending that you use the option for the lamination. That way you could play the game over and over again. The cards would be laminated and the trackers will be laminated. You will also be receiving a scratch tool in one of the colors. I'm not going to tell you what color it is because everybody's box is going to be different. You will have the option of a A6 3-ring binder or an A6 disc-bound binder. It will come with enough sleeves for all 6 trackers as well. There will also be an additional kit in there as well for you as a thank you, to give you a little extra boost on some additional savings, some little extra freebies in there and things of that nature. And I'm super excited about this. So I do highly recommend, once again, that you do buy the laminated set, but you don't have to buy it. You can just have the regular set. Y'all, I get so super excited when Amazon brings me anything that has anything to do with my Etsy shop. I am obsessed with lamination. These are the only lamination sheets I use. These are the 5 ml, so they're pretty thick. They are durable, and I absolutely love them. I use them myself. I also use them for my dashboards that we create and for some of my trackers as well. So I just wanted to show you these lamination sheets, that you know what kind of lamination sheets you would be getting on any of our products that we use over at Challenge Your Wallet on our Etsy store. So super excited, have this done, to get these done for y'all and get the mystery boxes up and running and loaded on our Etsy shop. Again, remember, you're not going to know which binder color you're going to get. You will have the option to choose one of 2 binder styles, and you won't know what color mystery box you get until you open your package. All right, y'all, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, throw it at me in the comment section. We will catch you in the next video. Bye for now.